I negated the value, so it should have taken it off if I'm not mistaken.
Oh no, Jorp's still at minus 41. I'm at 33. I think it's still on there.
Let's see. Okay, so
That's better.
I negated it. Okay, there you go.
Yeah, you gave it back to Emu.
I also gave it to you.
Oh,
There's
yeah, I
a
see it now. Yeah.
18 to Jorp as well. So yeah. So if you're watching the chat, if you do something boneheaded like I did, then you can right click on the damage, hit the negate value on the radial pop up menu, and then you can just simply pick those up, drag and drop them onto the token or the position that they're in the combat tracker, and that will get rid of the 18 damage. As you can see, it acts as a heal.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that once per day. Activate Envision, so that should heal me up the rest of the way. Get fast healing 3 for 1 minute.
I can work on Jorp if we want to spend 10 minutes.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we want to check out door first, make sure nothing's going to surprise us.
Yeah, I'll guard the door while you do that. Okay. So just go ahead and heal myself. Is that all right? To back up to full, Dave? Are we uninterrupted?
Yeah. For the boon that you had.
Yep.
The daily boon. Yeah. Go ahead and take that off. Yeah, for sure.
While he's doing that, I'll take 10 minutes and work on Jorp. Try to clear some of this, whatever it is, from his lungs.
All right.
Now cough. Cough for me.
So lucky.
You're supposed to turn your head first.
So lucky. My 18 rolled over to a 5 for your 10 minutes.
Nice.
All right, adventurers. Thank you.
All right.
What say you, adventurers?
Let's go. All right, everybody, get ready.
All right.
And I'll kind of quietly as I can. First, I want to check the door, make sure it's not trapped.
Sure. Yeah, give me a perception check. You just drop it in the tower. Because when you don't and you roll a 1, everybody scatters like roaches and tokens just start moving all over the place. So those are about the only times that I really, will want something in the tower. So yeah, you give it a good once over. You're really confident that, it's very, very old, very primitive, and you're able to actually open up the door and see a staircase leading up.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I'll open the door quietly as I can, and then, Yep. All right, and I'll kind of go up the steps as quietly as I can. So I'll be in stealth mode as I'm going up, and checking along the way.
All right. So there you go. The door is opened. And, when you move through, you can just see that there is a staircase ascending up. And it basically has a hidden panel in a room and an old dilapidated abandoned piece of property which goes out into the city.
Interesting.
And it's still in the part of town that is with all of the the thieves guilds and stuff. So this is definitely a hidden path that you would be able to access very discreetly, because obviously this is where whoever this female catfolk is,
So what do you guys think? Should we go tell the constable? Let her know just in case.
Should we like mark like a bunch of X's here, just just making it known that there's a path here, just to stir things up, or what?
Well, I don't know if we want her to know that we know about her necessarily either.
Oh, that'd be fun. I could blast her. Okay, I understand.
If we catch her in here, then we could just, if she dies.
We could set like a little tiny booby trap, just like this spore thing. Except I don't have anything.
I mean, we could send a message, but you're probably going to want us to investigate further, I imagine.
We could write a note and sign it the other circus. and
Yeah.
put it.
The other circus.
You
I
could
like
send
that.
Beaver to go deliver a message. Is Beaver capable of following that complex instructions? Make it way back to here. Take a left at that street. Then 5 miles
Yeah.
there. No, right now.
Yeah. Familiars are pretty smart, so he could probably do that.
But then we'd be without Beaver for the rest of the exploration, though. So I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Your damage sponge. That's up to you
Let's
guys.
just continue.
Just continue back down. All right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Was Fizz Gig here? Is he hiding? Or is he down there?
The Quasit
What's his name?
is.
Quasi, yeah.
He's said a couple of things, but he's invisible again. And because he mentioned this is where the
Yeah, I know he has,
lady
like-
catfolk. Yeah.
A certain distance he's allowed to go.
I'll kind of cover up. I'll like flip the guy over, so the part that I've torn on the cobwebs, I'll just flip him upside down, so it looks like it's uncut.
Oh, the corpse and the
Yeah.
the webbing. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, roll fortitude saving throw again. No, I'm just kidding. That would be brutal.
Hold your breath. Close your mouth.
Yeah, nothing like that happens, and you're able to,
I
kinda
got
roll
good
around.
antibodies now. All right, and then back down the steps, I guess.
I can still smell that pan of bacon an hour later.
So were you put off by bacon for a while? 'Cause I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just not a big bacon fan, honestly. I mean,
Blasphemy. Blasphemy, I
didn't-
tell you.
yeah, that didn't help. I'm like I said, man, I'm more of like a Jimmy Dean sausage kind of guy. Just taking the big tube and just cutting it up into the patties. That's what I like. The hot Jimmy Dean sausage. And I know you're fixing to say something.
Nope. Nope. Doesn't need to be said. Hey, did we ever look this way?
No, you didn't. You did not.
Let's go back this way. Let's check behind where we left.
Oh, we're gonna go
Before
back.
we go too far, yeah. Because there was this
Okay.
one room we didn't open.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
all right.
I
Open it.
remember you checked it.
We looked
I
in
remember-
briefly,
yeah,
but we
yeah.
kind of kept looking.
Yeah, so as you open up this door, this is definitely a chapel. And to the east, you can see that, there's tons of smashed marble all over the place. This broken slab, there was an altar on top. There's all that remains really is pretty much the remains of like a large statue. And atop this broken slab of broken wood and stone, there is a human corpse that is on top of what's left of the altar, kind of arms hanging over, legs hanging over and stuff. And in front of the altar, there are four Zolgas actually.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, they are in a deep meditation. So as you open up the door, your stealth check was good, Emu.
So
And
the smile just creeps up on Emu's face whenever he sees people in deep meditation that he's about to stab.
well, yeah, because these Zolgas are on like a knee, and they are basically praying to this altar with this corpse that's strung out on it.
Emu will take a little strip of cloth or something and wrap it around his face so it kind of covers his nose because he knows these guys smell horrible.
Yeah.
And then
not as bad
he'll
as
hold up
Zolgas,
3
dude.
fingers. He holds up 3 fingers to the other guys and he's like, that's how many of them are in there. Because there's 4, so he holds up 3 fingers.
Well, that's all you have is like 3 fingers, right, and a thumb or something for a guy.
Probably, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'll make
I
this
kind of,
over.
well, I kind of like mimic explosions with my hand.
Oh.
I'm just gonna throw something in.
The universal sign for fireball.
Yeah.
The universal hand sign language sign.
So I'll
That's
kind of
my
lean back.
intent.
We'll whisper, hey, Zero, do you want to start it off this time? and then we'll just charge in right afterwards.
All right, so I'll give everybody 3 actions. So you guys go ahead in any order. Take your 3 actions.
We'll let the wizards go first this time.
Okay.
Let the wizards start it.
I could go right here, but where Jorp's at. Because my intention is to go to the door and throw a fireball at him. That's my intention.
Oh, go for it. Yeah, go ahead and target him
so
up.
that
I mean,
goes right in the middle, right?
yeah, you can just stand there and lob the fireball in there, can't you? You got enough range, if I'm not mistaken. Fireball's what, a multi-100-foot range or something like that in this game?
Jorp,
500 feet, yeah. Holy cow.
Jorp moved out of the way anyway, so he wouldn't catch it in the back of the head. He's like, I've seen you cast your spells before.
All right, so let's see. 1 was a success. Keep rolling your saves. All right, 1 was a failure. Failure. All right, very nice.
Critical failure. That sounds like a good thing.
I think that's like double damage or something like that. Could be. All right, so let's get some damage rolled.
I can target all of them, right? I thought I had targeted them.
Hold on 1 second. One second. Let me move this over to you. Okay, now you should be able to roll your damage. Okay.
Hold on a minute. Oof.
All right, you'll have to roll damage to each one. So, in fact, we could just take that 26 and just put it on all of the... Well, yeah, you can go ahead and roll damage because of the critical failure, stuff like that. So, we'll have to make sure you're targeted next time, so...
Boom.
Yeah, it did double. Cool.
So, yeah, it did. Yeah. That's cool. So let's hold on 1 second. You did 26 and 22 to the named one. So let's negate this. And then I'm going to put this on the named.
Yeah, you double dipped on the one guy.
So, yeah. So now let's take 20. Then we'll go ahead and we'll take that 22 and put it on. Which one did not take anything? So you got
top one,
number 3.
Yeah. So let's add. I'll take 22 and add it to number 3. So we're good to go here. So all right, here we go.
So surprise!
Yeah, surprise! B word. We're here, and yeah, fireball explodes. The altar, the body goes flying all over the place. Pieces of wood, marble explode. You know, it basically comes back and kind of showers you guys as you're standing in this, 10-foot wide double door. So,
that's cool.
All right, so 0, good move. What is everybody else doing?
Omi like pulls out like a whole bunch of spoons and just throws them into the room as he casts animated assault and sends a spoon swarm bursting in a 10-foot radius, which should catch them all.
Awesome.
So I'll give them their saves and damage here.
How's their meditation going? It worked, guys.
Meditation. Nice.
Here's the damage.
All right. Yeah, nice.
Wow, that's a nice roll.
Yeah. Ooh. Half damage. 1 is actually dying. So 1 is dead. We'll take him off. Yeah, these things are, before before even they know what's going on, they're like almost dead. So, all right. So what about Jorp? What about you, bud?
After seeing all the fire and destruction and one go down, I'm going in.
They're all badly hurt, Jorp.
Oh, and I'm not concentrating on the spoon swarm, by the way. So after they do their damage, they just drop to the ground.
Oh, you don't want to do damage to Jorp? Oh.
Oh, I did not know I could possibly be walking into something.
I can sustain it as an option, but it does less damage on follow-up runs.
Okay. Oops. All right. I went in. I did the fist, but it's all right. It's a hit. I'll punch him anyway.
Yeah, you did hit him. Kill the landborns. Kill them. They will never take our lands again.
And yeah.
As one goes down.
He like slaps him and stabs him.
Yeah, and the name guy says, "Well, maybe they might defeat us now."
All right, I'll come in.
There are two down.
I'll go to here, and let's see. I'll do my main attack. Can you put flat-footed on him too?
Yep, I sure will. All right, there you go.
I'm gonna actually attack. Oh, the main guy. I've already
Ooh.
used my hero point, so
You have.
use my last. I'll use my last one against
I'll
Zolgoth
let
Leader
someone
3.
give you their oh wow, nice, that's a crit, and that's at -5. Wow, this goes down. Well, I know we're definitely not gonna take these guys out now. Wow, nice job. Roll initiative. Roll initiative. Wow. Let's go with Emu. He's top of the initiative again.
This is always a lot of fun. I always like these moments, these quiet moments before the dying.
Oh, my goodness.
Ah, looks pretty good. Pretty good.
It looks good. Only critical. Oh, look at those ones.
Oh, some ones, you know. All right,
This
it's good.
guy's heavily wounded now.
And one. Oh, that's another hit.
Goes down.
Down goes Frazier.
Well, you guys made quick work of these Zolgas.
That was a good strategy. We should let the wizards lead first next time too. That worked out pretty damn good.
Yeah, what hurt these guys is they were so entranced in, worship that their guards were down totally, and you just went in and blasted them. So,
I accidentally did 9 damage to myself, so I'm taking that off.
no problem.
You were so happy you celebrated too much. And...
Yep, I spooned myself.
So yeah, as you are out of combat, and now that all of the ash and the cinders that are burning are starting to subside, there's lots of smoke going on here. The altar was blown apart. The body was knocked off of the wall and is now laying in the middle of this worship chamber. What do you guys do? Zira has literally incinerated this. There were all kinds of beautiful tapestries lining the wall. They're now all cindered, charred, ruined. What do you do, adventurers?
Smells like bacon.
I'd like to go see who they were worshiping, if there's any indication.
Yeah, sure. I would say of the pieces left of the altar, I would say if you are skilled in Arcana or Religion, give me a check.
Okay.
We should really invest in some Speak with Dead scrolls.
Or actually take that spell.
Yeah.
Is it actually called? I don't think it's called Speak with Dead in Pathfinder, is it? I think it's called something Commune or something like that.
Talking Corpse.
Talking Corpse. Okay.
Yeah, it's 4th
Talking
level
Corpse.
though. But
Yeah,
one I want to take.
The only thing that you guys can ascertain between your checks is that this was worship for, the god of the troglodytes and the Zolgaths, Zev Gevazib, and you guys, and that's why you guys actually know this is an altar for that god. But other than that, that's it. But the human, as you're kind of ascertaining the room, the human does have there's like a huge, like an Italian necktie, basically, gash that splits the man's throat from ear to ear. And the flesh on his face is like frozen as of like sheer horror, like he's wearing like a mask of terror. And his shirt is opened as well, sort of like Ricky Martin style, big V. And oh, you guys are older. You know who Ricky Martin is. All these young bucks now, they have no clue who Ricky Martin is. So you notice on his chest, there's a strange symbol that's carved into the man's abdomen. And,
This
of course...
This guy must have been living La Vida Loca.
Oh my goodness. And that is the symbol of Zev Gevazeb. So, yeah.
It took me a while to remember what the name of that song was. La Vida
Yeah,
Loca.
Live la vita. Now I'm going to want to listen to that.
Or anything on the bodies?
There is no type of treasure whatsoever on the corpses. Now, however, there is a bunch of debris around the room, a broken altar. So if you guys want to do
Yeah, we'll check the altar and stuff.
if you guys kind of want to check around, you can give me investigation checks. Live in la vida loca.
Or perception?
Yeah, I used to hate that song, but now that I'm older, I actually kind of like that song. This is actually kind of catchy. All right, so I will say this, Jorp, you find, as you're kind of once-overing the corpse of what appeared to be the leader, kind of barking out orders as everyone was dying around him, you notice that in his pocket, you felt like a bulge in his pocket. And you, yeah, I'm not going there. I'm not going there. But you reach inside, and you feel something that it seems to be like something folded up, and you pull it out, and it's invisible, but you can still feel it in your hand.
So I see him filling around there like,
No, Torp. That humans don't like that. You're not supposed to do that with dead bodies.
Oh boy.
What's it shaped like?
It's, as you, because you have dark vision and stuff, you can actually see the silhouette of what looks to be some fine piece of netting or cloth, or maybe some type of, it's something that's folded up, and you're like, oh wow, what is this? And you kind of unfold it a little bit, and it's like an invisible net. You're like, oh wow, this is pretty cool.
like Harry Potter when he put it up, part of him disappears.
No, but you can see your hand through it. So yeah, you can see all the webbing, and there's like a little leather, like little patch of leather that's kind of embroidered into it, and there's a couple of initials on it, and the initials are a capital C and a capital M.
How big would it be if it was like fully stretched out?
It's actually fully stretched out. If you take the time to do that, it's like 30 foot by 30 foot. This thing is massive, folded up, and it's such a thin material, but it's so strong. You try to tear it and rip it, even with your strength. Doing a strength check, you can't.
So
you can't
that's
hurt
your
it.
menagerie, and we could use it as like a netting under our acrobats.
Mm.
Yeah. Tell the audience that they're working without a net, but it's actually an invisible net there.
They're working without a net. I like it. So, how long does that detect magic spell last?
It's actually just a pulse, so
Okay.
I can just.
And you can do
pulse
that
it.
again. I mean, if it's a cantrip, this is definitely magic, that's for sure. And it's an abjuration type of magic.
So does CM stand for Celestial Menagerie? That's the question.
Yeah, there is that on embroidered into like this little leather patch that's on the net, on sort of like the edge of the net. Celestial Menagerie could be. I don't know. But yeah, that's actually a pretty, pretty amazing find, Jorp, because I mean, everybody just missed it. But with your perception check, you were like, oh, what is this bulge? And here it is, a net in your hand, and you were able to fold it out. It's literally 30 by 30 feet. This thing is huge, and it folds up into something that fits in the palm of your hand, and it's very transparent. So, if you're, you set it down on the floor, and you walk like 20, 30 feet away, and you can't see it. But when you walk closer, it's very clear and transparent, but you can barely see it. So that's actually pretty nice.
It's good
So
for
when I
training the newbie.
Yeah.
So when I find it, I guess the other guys wouldn't really see it, so it probably looks like I'm practicing miming.
Wow.
How big was it, Jorp? This big? What are you doing? I saw you filling up the dead Zolgoth, and then you're like, that's not right.
Oh, good stuff.
I'll toss it over to either Zero or Omi's right here. I'll toss it over to Omi.
All right, I'll put it in the bag. We'll
I can see it opening up around him and then enveloping him, and then he's like, I can't move.
Pinning them down. I actually added that into the party sheet. So
If you throw it in that bag, you might not find it.
Yeah, see what happens when you guys actually start looking for treasure.
Don't
You
roll.
start finding some of it. I mean, yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
We have a magic candy snake.
Yes.
That's how it's listed in a magic candy snake.
You found a tree feather token.
And a magical handkerchief. And a magical bag. Interesting.
Yeah.
We could put in a kick-ass magic show now.
Oh yeah.
You got all the gear.
You want to try that door in the back there, or you want to try these double doors next?
That's a good question. Yeah, the one in the back. I think didn't we peek in there earlier? But yeah, let's go back and check that one, and then we'll circle back to the main area.
Here, I'll go ahead and move you guys really quick. I can do that really quick for you.
But it's 6:03. I don't know if we want to stop. Probably.
Yeah, that's where we were going to stop. So once you guys get up to the door, etc., yeah, you guys open up the door, and that's where we'll stop, and we'll continue on next week. Is everybody good to go for next week?
Yeah, it should be good.
I'm good.
Good.
All right, awesome. Looks like my internet was still messing up a little bit. Last week we didn't play because as soon as we were fixing to start playing, Spectrum showed up, ringing the bell and knocking on it, and because I've had internet issues last week. So, but it looks like I still had a ton of drop frames. I don't know. I did a couple of test streams over the weekend, just letting it run for a couple hours, and it seemed to work really good. But now I've got almost 17,000 dropped frames. So I mean, that's not good. So, but that happened as soon as I started streaming. But after it hit the 16,000 plus mark, now it's just a steady, 3,000-4,000 kilobits a second upload. So I don't know what happened, but something wasn't kosher when I started, and that was when I first started streaming. So, but hopefully it doesn't start messing up again. I hope not, because that was horrible. So, all right, yeah, having a 0.05 upload speed is worse than having You've Got Mail back in the late 90s, early 2000s, or but yeah, horrible. All right, everybody. Guys, thanks a lot. We'll continue next week. And until next time, everybody out there, stay safe. Bye for now.
Cool.